going on YouTube? It's your boy Vince, and today we are back with another reaction. Today we're back into exposing the most corrupt mayor in America by Tommy G.
What is that?
Now, at first glance, this might seem a little less dangerous than what he's normally up to. You know, he's with the gangs and the trenches with the killers, right? Seems a little less dangerous. Wrong. Oh. It's way more dangerous. These people will knock you off without any consequence. Tommy, what are you doing? Somebody help him, cameraman. I'm talking to you now. Yes. Stop letting him do this dumb stuff. Are you coming up with ideas? Who is doing this? No, bad idea. Very bad. Do y'all see where I'm coming from though? At least if a gang member kills him, the police might actually look for him and put that man in jail. If the government wants to get you up out of there, the police work for the government, my guy. Sorry. They pay their paychecks. You go missing, they're not gonna say anything hush hush because they're not gonna get paid at the end of the day. You just gone. Wow. No consequence. So we finna get into this video and see Tommy G exposing the most corrupt mayor in America. So let's get into it. Let's go.
Explain to us a little bit.
I wanna, you guys step over there on public property.
The goons have come out.
Where is this at? Dalton? Are they in Indiana?
Tommy G, they call me.
That's close to me.
Hello folks, I'm Tommy G. Today we're looking into the most corrupt mayor in America, allegedly.
That's real close to me, y'all. It's Indiana.
Is she a hero or a villain? No. We're in a town with potentially one of the most corrupt mayors in America. We're still looking, but this is just for videotaping. Look how many police they brought out here. Are you gonna get in your vehicle? I'll get in mine, you get in yours?
What is this black dude tripping for?
One day while scrolling through TikTok, I was assaulted by a barrage of videos covering Dalton, Illinois Mayor Tiffany Henyard. She refers to herself as the super mayor as well as the most powerful.
Wait, Dalton, Illinois? Bruh. Am I stupid? Southland of Chicago? I live in Chicago. No, y'all not gonna stay here. No, y'all not taking my card. Give me my card back. Y'all not taking my Chicago card. Dalton is not in Indy. Oh my God, is Dalton in Chicago for real? Let me check. Oh my goodness, hold on. I think Dalton is in Chicago. Oh my God. No wonder Dalton sounded so familiar. That is Illinois. See, oh my God. Editor Vince, cut this part out the video. We can't let anybody know we're this dumb. Please cut it out. You live in Chicago. How didn't you know Dalton was in Chicago? You did, but you don't. Please cut this out.
Woman in Chicago's South Side. But does she use her power for good? People on the internet and in her own community have been calling her the most corrupt mayor in America.
I've been adulting several times.
Stripping business licenses away from people that don't contribute to her charity, pay-for-play kickbacks and bribes, taking lavish first-class trips on the taxpayer dime, making the city pay for her own personal ice skating rink, using the taxpayer money as a marketing budget for self-promotion for things like 122 billboards with her face on it, and using tens of thousands of taxpayer money dollars per month.
I've never seen that billboard.
Designed to clean up her image. And I'll give her this. Her image is tough to clean up. Here's some more reasons why. She double dips as both the mayor of Dalton and the Village of Thornton Township supervisor, and she's made it so that if she's not reelected as supervisor, the incoming person would receive a 90% pay cut. She's racked up credit card debt like she's trying to set a record, and she tells the residents things like better have my money and compares herself to Martin Luther King. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's alleged that she rolls around like a crime boss. Some people claim that she's even gone as far as having the cars of people that oppose her shot up to intimidate them. She rolls around in a convoy
that can't be true.
Private security, of course on the taxpayer dollar, and it's said that she has the police force in her pocket partly due to the outrageous amounts of overtime she allows her officers to be paid. Again, on the taxpayer dollar. I hope you're noticing the theme here. Unfortunately for Tiffany and her police chief lapdog, Officer Louis Lacey, I have in my possession receipts, disciplinary forms, documents, and insider information that we will be diving into in great detail today. Folks, this channel does not stand for bullies, and by the end of my expose, I'm sure you'll draw the conclusion that Tiffany, Officer Lacey, and their cronies are not only bullies of the worst kind, but an absolute disgrace to the title of public servant.
Oh, they must have made Tommy mad. Y'all,
so I hope she gets to
snap, I tried to pause it. Y'all, Tommy don't never be like, hey, this ain't it, you know what I'm saying? If he goes someplace and they be ignorant to him and he just like let it go, they They must have did something crazy to this man, because he didn't. Oh, okay. I'm calling it out on they stuff now. These people are ignorant, this and that, corrupt. Her police chief is doo-doo garbage. He done said all this stuff. Hey, Tommy's coming for throats today. He might be angry. Let's get into it. Come on.
But I'm not sure what the Wi-Fi situation is in Cook County Jail. Let's begin the episode.
I'm Cook County, y'all. Hey, Chicago.
Was gone 190 some days, but shit, I'm back in action. Pull on this block and put my gloves on just like Michael Jackson.
Welcome to my city, Tommy. You should have
Hopefully,
called me
folks,
out
if you're
there.
watching this right now, you have the privilege of living in a democracy. And if you live in a democracy, that means that you've elected people that should represent you and have your best interest at heart. Right now in the United States, we have a crisis with our politicians. There's an awful lot of people that are abusing their positions of power to enrich themselves and to you, the citizen. You can look at the national level where we have people like Tommy Tuberville, Nancy Pelosi, U.S. senators and congresspeople that, while being full-time politicians, are also somehow the best stock traders we've ever seen. They're outperforming Wall Street. Today, folks, we look at it at a local level. We're looking at the most corrupt mayor in America. And I have to say allegedly, because this mayor, Tiffany Henyard, she likes using the legal system. People that don't agree with her or speak out against her. She has a lot of cases that have been filed.
Y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all black, and y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman.
What?
To avoid being dragged into
I'm
court.
gonna keep pausing at this whole video. I promise y'all I'm not. But, dude, I hate when other black people pull that card. You make that card invalid. We can't even use it in real situations anymore. I really need to use that card sometimes. And now I can't because this idiot used it knowing she was wrong. Come on, bro. Use it when it's actually needed. Like, come on, y'all. Please, don't take that power away from us. Please, let us keep that card. Every other community, like, she not using it right, we'll handle it. But we still got that power. Just letting y'all know.
By her. So I'm gonna say this is all alleged. This is all my opinion. And we'll let the FBI, who's also in town right now, determine the facts of the case. We're speaking to a lot of people, angry, upset, and ready to speak out against this mayor for all the egregious things she's allegedly done. So folks, let's pull up, let's hit the streets, and let's dive into this
It's
story.
weird seeing Tommy go to Dalton. I used to play basketball there. That's not Chicago, though.
Mayor Tiffany, hero or villain?
She's a villain. She really don't be doing nothing for us. She tried to make a big show, a big act, but she's not doing stuff that really needs to be done.
We heard that the FBI is in town looking into her.
They are
What is she allegedly guilty of, do you think?
stealing that money. Because you know her family work with her. Most likely she's stealing money and giving it to her family and using it for herself instead of giving it to the people that actually need it. And she be having her names all on the trucks and stuff. Like, it be everywhere.
Bills obtained by Fox 32 under open records laws shows Thornton Township paid more than $10,000 for the vinyl signs themselves.
If you could speak with her directly, anything you'd say to
10,000?
Tiffany.
Do better.
Do you know the mayor, Tiffany? Yeah. Hero or villain? Villain! He's a gangster. Pulling up to the administration building where we're meeting trustees, people that are our public servants and want to speak out against her. Let's see who we have gathered. So Mayor Tiffany, hero or villain?
From what I know, villain. The security guards is getting like 300 hours on their checks and stuff.
The officers are paid every 2 weeks, which without overtime is 80 hours. But when they're put on Henyard's detail, that 80 hours balloons to well over 100 hours, sometimes 200 hours. And in the case of Officer Terry Young last May, 303 hours worked over a 2-week period. That resulted in a single paycheck of more than $13,000.
How does a person put in a 2-week pay period, 303 hours? That's impossible.
How are you securing somebody in your sleep? How are you getting 300 hours so you know that she's pulling money from somewhere? I don't know where. She's not pulling out her butt, so clearly we know this from something.
She taking y'all money.
New attire, okay? Rip mainstream media. They've tried attacking me, this channel, because we stand for truth and actually talking to people. So you want to join the resistance, join the movement.
Hey, Tommy, send me one of
I'm
those.
actually gonna FaceTime 3 people that buy it in the next 48 hours. I'm picking 3 of you to FaceTime, talk to you, connect to you. So join the movement, link in description. What do you expect of a mayor when you elect them? What kind of behavior do you expect?
Leadership, inclusiveness,
What is a trustee?
the governing bodies. We maintain the finances, amend, and make laws for the community.
Now, if she does indeed go to prison for this, will you be putting any money on her commissary?
No. She's using the police as her scapegoat to intimidate, retaliate. People speak against her. They're giving people tickets. It's just a lot of stuff.
The police are in her pocket?
Yes.
Are they on her payroll or what?
Police are payroll.
Do you think she's a hero or a villain?
A villain. she is spending all the Village of Dalton tax dollars and Thornton Township, which is part of the Village of Dalton.
This is Valeria Stubbs.
Is that what Dalton, you know what I'm saying? Every time I go over there, not saying it's the dirtiest, but I didn't even know what I'm saying. It ain't the cleanest. Wow. Just gonna say that. It's not trifling like the West Side. What? But hey, not that clean. Just saying that. But I don't know. Like, it's if everybody we've seen so far, like, I don't know if there's a lot of people that agree with her as well and say she's a hero. You know, we only 6 minutes and 56 seconds in. But as far as what I've seen so far, everybody's saying she's a villain. They can't do nothing to, like, boom, like, combine up and just overthrow her. Like, you know, like impeachment almost like they do with the presidents. Or, like, do they need a reason for that? You know, I don't know. Could be wrong. That's just a question.
Critic of the mayor, who believes her home was shot up at the request of the mayor, stemming from a bitter feud they had last summer. Asked if she believed that Henyard was behind the shooting, Stubbs did not hesitate. Absolutely, she told the New York Post.
We have some of the highest taxes, property taxes in the Southland, and because we have a food desert out here, lack of businesses, we need all the tax dollars that we can get. She created Greenwood Falls ice skating rink that is never open, that does not generate any revenue whatsoever.
It's your mayor, Tiffany A. Henyard, the people's mayor. We're finally in the second phase of Greenwood Falls. And remember, we do this for you residents because we care. You come.
She seems annoying.
I saw a video where she was in the ice rink having a party.
Only when she's having something is the ice skating rink open.
So she basically has a personal ice rink that she's funded through taxpayer dollars and gets to use for her own parties.
Yes. When she went to a board meeting and dressed as Nino Brown, said that the residents blink better have her money.
What's being referred to right now is the town hall meeting when Mayor Tiffany walked in dressed as Nino Brown from the movie New Jack City, with the Rihanna song playing in the background, Better Have My Money, as a message to her residents.
Every single resident. Pay me what you owe me.
What she fails to realize is that is not her money. That is the taxpayer money. But this is much bigger than Mayor Tiffany. This is a larger trend around the country of public servants and institutions showing that they have no regard where our money goes or how they piss it away. For example, the Department of Defense has failed their audit the last 10 years in a row and are unable to account for up to $3.1 trillion worth of assets. They are accountable to—
Oh!
Clear. Clear. $3.1 trillion. Oh my God, I just had a money heart attack. Dude, I ain't never seen even a percent of that in my life. How many percents have I seen of that in my life? What, 0.0000001? Come on, bro. I need the money.
Us, we fund them. So my question to them is, where is our money? And they need to answer that.
Okay, Tommy. Throwing shots.
Sides of this. There's the township and the village, and she kind of double dips. She's the mayor of the—
She's the mayor of the village.
She's the mayor of the village, and she's also a supervisor
for the Thornton Township.
And combined, her income from this job is—
I say over $300,000 a year, because she gets perks too.
But she would make it that if the next person that gets elected would get $25,000, right? So that's a kind of way to ice out the competition.
She was appointed to that position, not elected. If she was elected to that position, that salary would go down, and I believe it was approximately $50,000.
The FBI is in town. Do you think Tiffany knows she's cooked, or do you think she thinks she's innocent, or what do you think?
I really don't think that she thinks she's going to jail. I'm also a former Cook County Sheriff for the Department of Correction, and I suggest that she go and take a tour of that facility so she can see what's in store for her.
That's you don't need to be a corrupt mayor to need a lawyer. Is it fair to say that Mayor Tiffany probably needs a good lawyer?
Hold on.
Yes, absolutely.
Everyone needs a lawyer. Everyone should have a lawyer.
No, you're not finna get me again. You got me with this last time. This the lawyer ad. You're not finna get me. Yep. Caught you this time, Tommy. Nah, you ain't slick no more.
Mayor Tiffany, hero or villain?
Villain.
How is Tiffany doing with taxpayer money?
I don't have enough information, and that kind of goes to the root of the problem. There isn't much transparency. There isn't much back and forth as far as, you know, hey, this is what we're doing, this is why we're doing it, things of that nature. But then it also goes into different things like types of accommodations and things, and I know a lot of people have heard things about that as far as like, you know,
you don't need to be in the Bellagio
exactly.
penthouse.
If you're going to get the stipend, then you use it for your meals, you use it for your transportation, things like that. You don't go then and put everything on, say, the township credit card.
They say if you want to find the truth, the best way to do it is to follow the money. So we obtained the Thornton Township credit card statements through a Freedom of Information Act request and got to digging. When we looked through these, we noticed that Tiffany herself does not have a credit card. However, another one of her lapdogs, Thornton Township and Village of Dalton Administrator Keith Freeman, has made some awfully sus purchases in the last year. Take, for example, a round-trip flight from Chicago to DC. Despite an economy ticket running about $200, Tiffany and Keith booked flights on the Thornton taxpayer dollar for $1,265 each. That's first class, yeah. Another set of transactions is the Bliss Beauty, a local hair salon. $565 on January 16th, $1,225 on February 3rd,
That's
and
wigs.
$735 on February 19th of 2023. Now, my question
I'll explain this one for Tommy, because Tommy don't really know about this, you know. Different upbringings, you know what I'm saying? He don't got a black mama. You know, it's okay. I'll explain it for him. You know, them are wig purchases, hair purchases, you know, hey, beauty purchases. Which I guess was self-explanatory by the name, but he didn't know specifically, like, that them wigs be expensive. He didn't know that. Just had to let him know. Because he ain't going to explain it for y'all. I got y'all.
Keith and his purchase of $5,400 on beauty supplies are these wigs for you? And in that case,
he did know.
Or are you secretly buying wigs for Mayor Tiffany and running up the taxpayer dollar for her? Next, let's talk dining. Mayor Tiffany and her comrades love spending money on extravagant meals, like $427 at Theo's Steak and Seafood and $426 at Hamada of Japan are just
in Tinley. I don't live in Tinley. I'm close.
2023,
no, I'm not.
Freeman spent $5,900 towards meals on the Thornton Township card. Which begs the question, folks, is this illegal or merely unethical? Because to me, a public servant should not be balling out on the taxpayer dime. The question of legality is not for me to decide. I'll let the FBI handle that one. Let's just say Tiffany watches this video and you could say a message directly to her. What would you want to say?
Just resign. Just leave.
Let me do my job.
If you're gonna be a public servant, you better act like it or get the hell out. I'll see you in jail.
I would like to repent for the sins that you have done or go to jail.
We've gone through all this where there's no transparency, seeing where money's been misspent, unfortunately. It's beyond something I think that could be repaired and fixed at this time. It's time to go.
Pulling up to a strip mall to talk to a business owner, Dr. Scott, that has been screwed by the mayor. Let's see what she has to say. Next, we meet Dr. Scott, who recently bought a strip mall in Dalton. She's trying to bring much needed services to the community, like a free food bank that functions like a grocery shop, but she's struggling against Mayor Tiffany's attempts to drown her out. Everyone I asked about Dr. Scott says she's like a saint and can't believe this is happening to her. Let's meet her and hear her story. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. We're a nonprofit organization. We acquired this entire strip mall to bring additional programs and services to not just Dalton, but the Southland of Cook County. The shelves aren't full now, but by tomorrow we will have all the shelves full, and the numbers indicate how much of each item they can have. This area here, when we purchased the property, the idea was to open up, you know, a thrift store to give people access to quality items. We have not been able to do that.
How long has this been sitting vacant for?
July.
And you still have to pay property taxes.
Yes.
You still have to pay rent. You still have to pay overhead. Insurance.
How does she do all that if this is a non-profit? Donations probably. But I mean, that's another question I was having too. Like, how do you find time for nonprofits? Like, I'm not just talking about this one. I'm talking about like everybody that has a nonprofit. Like, is that like a hobby? Like the same thing as a hobby? It's like, I feel like that's just another like unpaid job. But like, I respect the people that do it because we need like a bunch of nonprofits. You know, that's the easy way to get some volunteer hours. This is an easy way to do a bunch of stuff, make community better. But that's a question I've always wondered. Like, how do they like allocate time for that? You know.
I still have mortgage, I still have insurance. I do partner with other organizations that give me volunteers, but I do have a small team that we have to pay payroll because we still function.
Oh, they pay them
to serve the community by having the grocery store available.
If this isn't able to be funded, whose pocket does it come out of right now?
Mine.
Cities can have layers of bureaucracy that keep you from running your business and making money. And the longer that they keep this vacant, the longer that you have to foot the bill and the longer that they cost their own people. This in particular makes me mad, because when you see someone actually willing to take a risk like she is, and they're preventing her from doing it, it's not a good thing.
All of this space is to expand the grocery store. Right now, it's just being used as storage. Now, this room here is when we're able to do a pop-up fundraiser. We have things that have been donated to us that we sell to the community. All the clothes and things you see are $1, shoes are $2.
Wow.
I received a letter from the village telling me that I needed to have these 6 things in order for them to even begin to think about giving me permits. And that package was architectural drawings, which I've already submitted to the village, but they want to have a state certification stamp on those drawings, and just a number of different things that they were asking for, as though I were building a building. I'm trying to do simple renovations to get us back up and running.
Flooring,
and
paint, lights.
they're requiring us to do a number of things that someone who is building a structure would need to do. For the type of work I'm trying to do, it doesn't require everything that they were listing. They wanted to come in and do a occupancy inspection. I didn't request the occupancy inspection, and so I said, no, you cannot do it.
Because what they were trying to do is come in and write you up for everything.
Absolutely, to shut me down.
That's smart.
When we were closed down for 2 weeks because we had flooded, there was a mother who drove up with 3 kids in the car asking if we were open because she didn't know how she was going to feed her kids. That is what matters to me.
If you could send a direct message to Tiffany, what would you say right now?
Let me say it for you. You dumb stupid. Oh! Sorry about that. You know, actually, maybe I shouldn't do that because I'm kind of close to. I'm not close. 30 minutes close to Dalton. If that's close, then you know, she might can get me, but I ain't scared.
That you sit in a seat of power. In my eyes, you did not do the right thing. I have no idea why you chose to stop something that could benefit the community that you love. You know, you grew here. Everybody else flew here. But I said to you when I met with you to see my heart and know that I want to help the community.
Yeah, she clearly has good intentions. I'm on her side.
One way we fight corruption is with our vote, another way is with our dollar. I'm gonna donate $500 of my own money to this cause to keep this food pantry open and running so that the city can't squash her out of business, so she can help the people. I started the Rally Around Dr. Scott GoFundMe.
Oh, they raised it, I saw that.
Let's flood this lady with money. Let's see what we can do as a YouTube community. And this is also a way to stand against Mayor Tiffany. Link is in my description. Let's blow her up. Thank you guys.
I'm broke, Tommy.
Let's blow it up. Let's fund this, and let's give a big giant you to the Mayor Tiffany.
Did you see the lady face in the background? Look, she said, oh.
Let's give a big giant you to the Mayor Tiffany.
She said, oh, how did I miss that twice?
Oh my God!
She said, oh my God. I didn't know he was gonna be talking wild like this. My business might get closed down for real. Oh, hold on. Let me tell him to cut me out this video. I promise you that's what she's thinking.
If you try to approach her township, her fortress, what happens?
The police gonna come and
I'm up for the challenge. Let's head over to her township and see if we can speak to her or people that might know more about this story.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, good luck on that.
If you need bond money, just call me.
Hello there. Yeah, as you can tell, some of the city officials don't want to talk about what's been going on, but let's talk about the motorcade that Tiffany uses to roll around town like she's some sort of crime boss. We did some digging and we found the receipt from the car dealership that Tiffany leased these Tahoes from. On just one of these Tahoes, with a retail price of $93,000, Tiffany overpaid by nearly $56,000. I don't know if she's the worst negotiator on the planet or if there's something fishy going on here, but this is a shining example of how Tiffany has failed the hardworking taxpayers of Dalton. It's purchases like this that has led the town to be millions of dollars in the deficit. We're probably not going to be able to talk to many of these people because they know that they're guilty, allegedly, but let's go into the township and see what we can find. I love bringing justice to a city. Is Mayor Tiffany, would you say, a hero or villain?
Hero, of course.
Why is that?
Everything she's promised, she's done. Get the garbage picked up properly. There are a lot of improvements Like,
Nice.
She has an amusement park for the kids on Greenwood Avenue.
Are you a citizen? Are you an employee of the city?
I'm a citizen. Yeah, I've lived here for almost 32 years.
Because we talked to some people who are really upset about some of her spending. She's buying $150,000 vehicles, the fact that she's bought an ice rink basically for herself. The naysayers are saying some really damning things about her. What do you think about that?
There's this drumbeat to try to remove her. I don't know if it's because of her youth or what it is.
So would you say financially she's spending the taxpayer money appropriately?
I think so.
Why do you think the FBI is in town right now?
There's a lot of hubbub and a lot of stuff going around, that people talking. And
Hubbub.
Me personally, as a citizen of the city, I haven't seen anything overt.
We just talked to business owners across the street in that strip mall that are not getting permitted and licensed to open up things that will help the community. A lot of these people are saying because they don't donate directly to her campaign, you get stripped of your business license or you're not granted a business license.
Oh, that's interesting. I've never heard of that. If there's such a thing going on, I'm against that for sure. I'm hearing a lot of allegations, but I have not seen anything concrete.
Hello, sir.
Right.
Good, how you guys doing?
Oh, good. We're just doing a story. We've heard controversy about the mayor, and we're here to see if she's a hero or a villain. What is your take, sir?
No, I don't have a take. I'm saying, what are you here for?
No, I don't have a take. No, I don't have a take. Just like you don't have no hair on the top of your head, milk dud head, boy. Nah, bro. I don't know. It's just something about these type of people make me mad. I'm not just going on them because he bald. If you bald, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to you. If your head shaped like a milk dud, my bad. But come on, bro. Like, I just don't like how he did all that. I don't got no take on that. Bro, shut your goofy self up, boy. Look like an egg with glasses on. Like, let me calm down.
A video right now.
But you got to get permission to do that.
In a public area, sir?
Yeah.
I don't believe so. This is a public area, huh? Okay. Which means you get to film in public. There she is, right there. Oh, is this a public area?
Yeah, but we don't. You have to get permission to take pictures of people here.
Tommy, hi.
Wait, isn't this a public area though?
You can't be with the cameras. Come on out. Come on out.
Wait, is this a public area?
Come on out, gentlemen.
Can you ask that question?
Step out, please.
Is this a public area?
Sir, please step out.
Tommy trying to get arrested.
That's a police officer saying that. Sir, can you explain to us a little bit?
I will not.
The man you see here is Deputy Chief Lacey. While you might look at him and think he's a Walmart version of Detroit Urban Survival, he actually is a man with a disciplinary report in the Bible. He currently has 3 active lawsuits against him. All 3 of them allege violations of the Constitution for the acts he is committing. Let me share some of his past actions with you so you can get a picture of the man he is. Let's start with his petty incidents. One of his reports details him threatening the water company over a $300 bill he didn't want to pay. He's also known for trying not to pay tolls when he drives through them. But things get more serious. Many residents have banded together to note his excessive use of force and his use of the taser. In a 2012 incident, he was sued for 4th Amendment constitutional violations due to excessive force. Lacey lost this case and the judge ordered payment of $12,000 for the incident. In the summer of 2021, 19-year-old Alexis Wilson was shot 7 times and killed by Dolton police. Her mom emailed us twice, pleading with us to expose Officer Lacey. Activists Carlos West and Rabbi Michael McLeenan protested this killing 7 days later, exercising their constitutional right to free speech. However, their rights were violated by Officer Lacey once again when he ordered their arrest without due cause.
Who shot that girl 7 times? Bro, what cop did that? Number one, I don't know nothing about that case. Just hoping everybody who was involved lost their job. And this dude, you a cop, you done seen this young black girl get shot up 7 times. And you gon' like, I don't care if you are doing your job gonna have to wait on that one. They gonna fire you over that for being like, nah, like, I'm not stopping that. Y'all gonna have to get somebody else over here. I mean, and if they fire you for that, I don't know. Man, I can't even speak on that perspective though, because at the same time, if he loses his job, no, I don't know. Like, it's like a whole, like, a bunch of tangling wires and don't really know what I'm saying, but that's a tricky situation, but definitely think he might have a little corrupt in him.
Filed a lawsuit, and on March 4th, both of these men were awarded $50,000 in settlements. This is one of Mayor Tiffany's lead lapdogs that she uses to control the town through his goonish actions. Another case he was involved in resulted in the largest settlement in Cook County history. $33.5
Oh my
million.
God.
You guys step over there on public property.
This is not public property. Okay. Where is the public property?
Have a good day.
Can you not answer my question, sir?
Do you have ID? In Illinois, you have to have ID. Do you have ID? May I see it, please?
What is the thing you suspect us of doing?
In a minute, I'm asking you.
This is a public taxpayer taxpayer area that we're now being
Step over here, sir.
hassled.
Step over here.
The goons have come out.
Okay. Here we. Oh.
This is quite a response for people doing a story.
Keep walking, sir.
How
Keep
many
walking.
police
Sir,
vehicles are coming for this?
What exactly are you guys trying to accomplish out here?
The mayor. Is she a hero or a villain?
No.
This is part of the convoy too, guys. The taxpayer
can't talk?
sponsored Tahoe's right there. At 150K for a vehicle. Oh wow. That's
Run me
more
over.
guys than
Wisconsin plate when you're ready.
I can tell you, sir, I'm not riding dirty in the slightest, so there's nothing you'll probably do.
Sir, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Can you have your guys sit in the car, please?
What? No.
You sure?
If you want us to do something off camera, and I'm surrounded by 6 people, I'm not gonna about to do
Yeah,
that.
step back real quick.
Can you please tell me why you refuse to say what the public area is that you want me to go to? Tommy G, they call me. Milwaukee representative.
Your body cams on?
In Milwaukee, you can literally steal a car and rob a bank and not this many cops show up. So once I come up clean, then what?
Who else got ID?
Coming back. State of Illinois, you're supposed to have ID.
Go get your ID.
For what?
Come back. Hey, go get your ID. Unlock the car so you can get his ID.
It's not a request.
Oh, it's not a request.
Not at all.
You know you're liable, right? In Illinois.
For what?
Get it right. I know who you are. Got your information. Get it right.
You're liable in Illinois. You're liable in Illinois. Illinois. Man, Tommy, come to Chicago, bro. Get out of that Dalton, that dirty Dalton place, man. He looked like he's from Dalton. Dirty Dalton. Double D, dirty, Dalty. I don't know what I said, but I said it. Bruh. You know, like, come on, bro. I just don't like him. He looked like somebody, you know, over-involved uncle. Get up out of here, bro. You don't play basketball anymore. Like, stop trying to get on the court with me. You can't hoop. You have no moves.
What?
I don't know if I'm, like, bringing something else into it that I shouldn't be, but I'm hot now. I'm angry because I don't like how you talking to Tommy. Tommy, if I was there, we wouldn't went to jail. Huh? That ain't a flex. I ain't gonna lie. We wouldn't went to jail because I wouldn't have said nothing. Let me stop lying. They would have said IDs. I would have been the first one to pull my stuff out.
Coming back valid.
Hey, dude, nice job. You're valid, dude. Good for you.
I'm legal, so.
Okay, gentlemen, have a good day.
Are you gonna get in your vehicle? I'll get in mine, you get in yours?
Hey, go to your car. Have a good day.
What the f is going on, these motherfuckers?
I get into it. We should probably before they like.
That's intimidation. This is why the trustees did not want us to come here. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Is this something that someone that's innocent would be doing? Look, business. Shut down, and shut down. Mayor Tiffany, when you go to jail, there will be many people applauding it.
I'm gonna clap. I ain't even know about this.
Something like that in Dalton.
Holy shit! That's wow! Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's Deputy Chief Lacey. He's the biggest jerk of all.
Officer Lacey, you want to handle this like a real man? I will pay you a week's salary. Any gym in Illinois or Wisconsin, I'll meet you there. I'll handle it like men. If I lose, I give it to you. If I win, I donate to charity. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna keep your little butt in the office. You're not gonna take up a real challenge. I don't with bullies. You try messing with the water bill company when they're trying to collect their bill from you. You try messing with the toll people. You have a long history, longer than a Harry Potter book, of you messing with the citizens of your city. Come here like a real man and sort it out, or you can stay your scared little butt in the office.
He done made Tommy mad. Tommy about to get on the mats with him. Tommy, hey, I'll be there. You know, you need me to tag in? Best believe I can get him. I can give him a little 1-2 if he needed. I promise you, bro. These hands just ain't for shaking the hands or high fives.
What?
I connect. Yeah, I'm too old for that.
Like a f***ing potato. All right.
Funny.
He said like a potato.
Is that not a public area?
That she's had me arrested.
What?
Yeah, for picking up her campaign literature off my windshield of my car.
You got cuffed?
Yes. 8 months of them continuing, the court hearing for the case to be dropped by the state's attorney's office for lack of evidence.
Was where we were public area?
Yes.
Inside and outside.
100%.
We were escorted out, made it seem like we were doing something illegal, taking our IDs, pressed. They wouldn't tell them that if we didn't give them our ID, they were gonna do something. He had threats to us. You've done the FOIA request. You have all the documents. What kind of stuff have you seen in those documents that catches your attention?
Things that stand out, obviously, are the travel. I mean, it's huge. About 2 trips a month, 3 to 6 days for every trip. I would say 95% of them are unrelated to the township. You know, she went to Portland, Oregon for some conference called Her Voice, like women empower leading other women to God. Anybody who knows when you're using taxpayer funds, when you start putting religion into it, it's a touchy situation because you govern in the township 190,000 voters. Not all of them believe the same thing you do.
How is she living when she goes on these trips?
It's outside of her own pay scale. That's how she's living. She's not living a $300,000 a year life like she's making. She's living a $1 million life because she's keeping her money and spending ours. You get a $600 per day per diem. You don't turn in receipts for those.
Which is very generous per diem.
You shouldn't be swiping the credit card for anything, ma'am. Why do I see all of your meals on here? Why do I see your hotels on here?
What kind of hotels is she staying at? Is it fancy?
Yeah, Hyatt, Hilton's, Four Seasons.
Four Seasons?
Oh yeah, you name it. Just the best of everything for her. Flying first class to Las Vegas. Her and Keith Freeman. I know the news didn't say that. He put out her $3,700 flight for herself.
She bought a $3,700 flight to Las Vegas?
But Keith Freeman's flight was the same amount. Her and Carmen Carlisle had, you know, $1,600 flight to Atlanta.
Where is she eating? What kind of places is she going to when she eats on the road?
Steakhouses, lobster, anything you could think of that would be high-end dining. For the most part, that's where they're eating. Now, that looked a little different in their little bike ride to Springfield for her non-for-profit. On those trips, they stayed at Hampton Inn. They're bike riding, and they have a full-on DJ being pulled on a trailer behind them. I mean, they're blocking off streets for this.
What else is outrageous that you've seen now that you're privy to the books?
The amount of money she's spending on her PR. That's probably running Thornton Township about $25,000 a month.
So taxpayers, they're not only paying for the front end of all the bad stuff she's spending money on, but they're paying for the PR cleanup on the back end as well.
Absolutely.
What would it take to just remove her from office?
She was recalled. The residents voted to remove her from office.
What was the percentage vote to recall her?
It was about 56%. We were at about 1,900 to remove her and about 1,300 said to leave her.
Her salary is $224,000, but if she doesn't get reelected, the person that takes over would get $25,000, and that's a way to deter people from running against her?
The previous supervisor was in his 9th term. Now you can see the $200,000 salary because
she picked that up. Yeah.
She keeps his salary because the law for township municipalities says if you take over his term, you complete the term. Whereas in a regular municipality, like if a mayor passed away and the board appointed somebody, the next municipal election, that mayor would have to run. That seat would be up. But in the township, it doesn't work that way. You finish the entire term. My previous boss had passed away 8 months into his term, so she had a full 3 years to finish. So she gets to keep his pay. What would happen though if she ran in 2025 and she won? She would have went to a first term salary. The pay scale was changed dramatically because she made it that she keeps the salary she has now. Anybody else goes down to 25. There's no more salaries by term. She removed that.
Hey, she's getting through like the tightest of cracks. I'm talking about like, you know, like stuff just had to go right for her. You know, like that's wild. And it's working. Oh my goodness. 200,000, 25,000. Not gonna lie. I wish I would sign up for that.
Oh! Is there anything positive you can say about the mayor?
I will say she has some ideas that I think are great. You know, the ice rink, it's beautiful. Visually, it looks nice. Had that been done right and had there been a plan in place, a plan for revenue, a plan, you know, for long-term maintenance, a plan on how we were going to bring people out to make sure that the cost was covered at minimum. This could have been good things for the community. Because of the choice to always do things in a me manner, it never feels like it's for the community. All of the qualities that we see now that are like these big beast qualities, those were all there when she was just little Tiffany Henier that was a trustee here in Dalton. They just magnified with the money and the power.
I got let go from the township. I was the maintenance manager for 20 years. I was getting ready to retire. I went on vacation. When I came back off vacation, I was locked out of my office, was told that I had to see Keith Freeman for my keys. I sat up at the township 3 days in the lobby, getting paid, you know, waiting for my keys. And on the 4th day, I said, forget it. I just took 2 sick days. Then that Friday, I got a termination letter saying I was terminated.
And so your benefits from retiring, or did you not have access to that?
She didn't mess with that at all.
We got harassed by Officer Lacey. What can you say about him?
He's one of the mayor's lynchmen. He just got appointed that spot when the other
lynchman.
chief. resign.
Is there anything in the books that reflect that police officers are getting kickbacks from the mayor?
Oh, their overtime. It averages about 100 hours a pay period for her security. The one he had 303 hours on one bi-weekly.
That is insane.
Most of that at an
$13,000
overtime
check.
rate.
Yep.
A $13,000 check.
Absolutely.
And that's a cop or security guard?
It was her security guard.
Folks, this channel does not stand for bullies, so I'm happy to put out this piece about Tiffany and Officer Lacey. I hope that town gets cleaned up soon. And folks, just a reminder to contribute to Dr. Scott's GoFundMe. Let's help her out. And last thing, RIP mainstream media. The independents like me are taking over.
I want one of those.
And they don't like that. You want to rep the movement? Go to the website. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Not gonna lie, I don't have $50 to spend on a hoodie. Just letting you know that right now, Tommy. So if you want to give me one, hey, you know where to find me. But anyway, man, what y'all think about this? I think this is wild. It's crazy how you can be so close to something and have no clue what's going on. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even know who my mayor is in Chicago, Illinois. I have no clue. Who is the... Let me ask Siri real quick. Nah, I'm not gonna ask her that dumb stuff. She always talking mean to me. I'm still ask her. Hey Siri, who is the mayor of Chicago?
Every time I think you can't ask me anything dumber than you've already asked. You surprise me every time. Dumbass, don't you live in Chicago? How the fuck you don't know the mayor? I'm not answering that dumb shit.
Oh! That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I definitely think what she's doing is wrong. Like, especially if she's stealing the money that's supposed to be going into the community. Like, that'd be the main problem. Like, with some of these bad communities, we don't have enough money, you know? That's why everything we got is run down. The street is messed up. It's a bunch of potholes. Dalton has a bunch of potholes. I hate driving over there. But my car is messed up now, so it don't even matter. But... you know, like, it's like, I don't know, like, and for her to be flying first class, I think that's just ignorant, dude. Like, you ain't nobody gonna hassle you on the airplane. They gonna say, whatever she is, what's she, mayor of Dalton, please come over here. Like, can I get your picture? Nobody's gonna do that. You don't need to be in first class. Like, you want to be comfy, then come out your own pocket to be comfy. Don't come out of your people's pocket. You know, like, I don't understand how she has that much power. Like, is it nobody above the mayor? They can't talk to nobody above her, or will nobody listen? Like, I don't know, man. What do y'all think? Y'all let me know down in the comments. Like, what's a way we can stop her? Like, are these people going about it the right way? Do you know anything about her? Do you live in Dalton? Let me know down below in the comments. And y'all know, do y'all enjoy the video too? Make sure to subscribe. We're on the way to 10,000 subscribers. And hit that like button if you enjoyed, because, I don't know, it just makes sense to hit the like button if you like the video, right? I don't know, and that's all. If I stutter one more time, I'm gonna smack myself really hard. Psych, I'm gonna smack myself anyway. And if you don't like Mayor Tiffany, hit the like button. And if you like Mayor Tiffany, hit the like button. If you just, ain't got nothing else better to do, hit the like button, please. I need it. Tiffany, I'm kind of close. Do not come for me. I ain't got nothing to do with this. We gone.